Spit take. Did you just say that GameStop paying its debts now can pay dividends, which will have investors scrambling to buy it, right? Also, let's get hashtag margin call trending. I'll do you one better, Joseph. Let's get hashtag make squeeze, the margin call squeeze trending. If you guys haven't seen any of those videos or any of my videos at all, let's go in and look at the DD that we have to cover today. From user Blade Ace. That's a cool name. Let's give him an upvote. Blade Ace says, too long didn't read. GameStop is allowed to pay dividends as soon as it deposits the funds for their note buyback, which it can do at any point after the filing of the redemption notice and before the redemption date. If they have already deposited the funds, they can declare a dividend. And this is going to get investors scrambling, just like Joseph said. We saw this in RKT. When there's a dividend in play, people are going to want to get in before that dividend released. And if you guys want to also watch this video to the end, I would appreciate it because we are on our way to 100,000. Let's get this video up to 900 likes. I would like that to happen. And if you guys do, drop it in the comments. Hey, I was the 900th like. That would be really cool to hear. Anyway, let's get going. I have been looking at the indenture filing related to 2023 debts. GameStop announced they are paying out of the 30th of this month. The indenture against dividends, share buybacks, mergers, etc. ends as soon as GameStop deposits the funds with the U.S. Bank National Association, which they can do anytime before 11 a.m. April 30th. In July 6, 2020, indenture filing for these 2023 notes, sections 801 and 802 explain what is required to remove the restrictions placed on GameStop. So we have here, right, a little bit of legalese. 804A reads as follows. You'll notice that section 802 requires GameStop to deposit the funds into the trustee, who is named at the end of the document in section E3 as U.S. Bank National Association as trustee. Once the money to pay the notes are in the U.S. Bank National Association's account, GameStop is free from the obligations. Now let's look at GameStop's April 13th filing. Bear with us, there's a little bit of legalese to continue on here. On April 13th, GME issued an irrevocable notice of redemption to redeem in full its outstanding 10% senior notes. So we had debt, about $216 million, and now GameStop are planning to pay off everything. Does that sound like a stock that is on its way to $10 price? Does that sound like a stock that doesn't care about its future? We know that GameStop is looking forward to crypto based on its job postings. We already covered that. So this is something that is representative of a clean man, right? If GME was a man, he would be now getting clean of his debts and making brand new futures for himself. Sorry to gender you, GME. Notice that the redemption date is not necessarily when GameStop will deposit the money to the U.S. Bank National Association. Redemption date is the holder of the note, not the issuer of the note. Let's look back on the July 6, 2020 indenture, where it says this about depositing funds with the trustee for the redemption date. All right, a little bit more legalese. Deposit of redemption price. On or before 11 a.m. Eastern Time on the redemption date, the issuer shall deposit with the trustee or with the paying agent money sufficient to pay the redemption price of and accrued interest, if any, on all notes or portions of notes to be redeemed on that date. So now that the redemption date has been filled, GameStop can deposit the funds at any time on or before. Let's take a look back at GameStop's April 13th filing with a difference point highlighted. So we have upon the redemption by the company of the notes, the indenture will be discharged and cease to be of further effect. So the indenture is discharged upon redemption, which can be on or before 11 a.m. So that means that they can do it whenever they want. And you don't usually say, I'm now going to work out by or before April 30th or whatever, right? You're likely going to already be ready with that gym membership. You're likely already having to get the sweatpants and everything. You likely already took steps to make sure that you are in gear before you make that announcement to the entire world. So now that GameStop has filled the redemption notice and issued the redemption date, it can end the indenture at any point by depositing the required funds with the U.S. Bank National Association. This is explained in section 802 and 804A of the indenture filing. The redemption note gives the date of April 30th, but the indenture is discharged when GameStop pays the redemption, which they can do at any point before 11 a.m. April 30th, as per section 305 of the indenture filing. Implication. This means that GameStop, if they wanted to, could declare a dividend on the 15th of April alongside the content of their shareholders meeting. They could then declare the record date for both the dividend and voting rights as the 20th of April. If they really wanted to, they could purchase shares from the market too. Basically, now that they have filed this note, the restrictions are lifted as soon as the money is deposited in the bank. As usual, not financial advice, and you guys are likely, one, really excited, or two, wait, when did were you live streaming when we had the opportunity to talk about GameStop paying off all of its debts? And yes, I was, and I want to be able to at least show you guys GameStop paying off $216.4 million, 100% in debt, which is due in 2023. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Right, we saw this on the live stream yesterday, right? This is a lot of the news that we already just saw in legalese, but this is from the official GameStop website. I'll also include this link down below. But overall, just understanding that if this was the behavior of someone who is not looking forward to their own future, right? A stock that is on a decline, why would they have these four major catalysts in play, right? Why would they be looking for cryptocurrency employees? Why would they now want to be moving towards the more shiny, newer goal of being able to actually turn around the company here? Now, let me actually look at a special dividend crypto request here. So this is something that we've already covered here, but look, this is crypto already in GameStop's plans, right? Blockchain, cryptocurrency, or NFTs as additional skills and experience here. This is something that people have been waiting for, right? The crypto squeeze. So this is whether or not GME is going to release a special dividend as crypto. And if you guys want to watch that video, well, that video, I'm going to try and find it and bring it into the description down below. Or you guys can try and dig a little bit more on the channel, because there's tons of playlists about not only GME specific news, not only AMC specific news, but all of the passive income opportunities that you guys have, or investing income opportunities that you guys have to ask questions about. I really appreciate you guys staying all the way to the end. Let me show my appreciation to the people, especially those over here on the Grillionaire and the Meatball the Space Legend tiers. But for everyone in the Moon Platoon, as well as all the Mo Monkeys that are not shown on the screen, I salute you. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the money. Peace.
Spit take.
Did you just say that a GameStop pays off all of their debts and do not have to wait until April 30th to pay dividends?